good morning everyone. So today we're going to do our Pilates class. So we're going to need some weights or tins of beans. I've got 1 kilogram weights here, and you'll need definitely a belt. If you've got a stretchy belt, that also will work. Great, so we're going to start off with a little warm up on the floor. So we're going to lay on the floor and just stretch the arms, stretch the legs. I'm going to put the lights on. So we're stretching the arms, stretch the legs. Now, if you happen to have a chair, a bigger armchair in front of you, you can put your arms in the chair, pushing against it. It's quite a good indication to see whether you can stretch with the arms on the floor and at the same time keep your back ribs down. So we're tucking our shoulders under, and you may need something under your head. Check that your feet are in a straight line, and then we're going to do an extra stretch. Right leg, left arm. So a little sideways stretch across the body, and left arm, right leg. Now if you find that your arms aren't reaching the floor, you can put your hands higher up. Like if you've got a chair, you can have your arms on the top of the chair, which for some people means you can then get straight arms. So again, right arm, right leg, left arm, and then left leg, right arm. You may feel a little stretch in the hips there. And then relax. Okay, so we're taking our right knee, pull it towards us. So you can take it out to the side a little bit and then bring it in and stretch that left leg. Coming up onto the tops of the shoulders, just lift that top leg. I think that this one, you can always bend your knee, Vico, if you're worried, but I think actually I'm going to be okay with that. Or you can just do it with a bent knee. Or in fact, or you can keep your head on the floor and just let your leg come up. Now just make sure that you're drawing your belly in and up. So those of you that are happy with that, take the head and shoulders off the floor and do that head and shoulders off the floor. So we're floating that leg up and down. We're keeping the belly in towards the spine. So you're kind of pushing against your knee, pushing the knee away, so that's helping you to get your lift. And down. Change leg, hold that. Left knee stretch through the right leg. So you can bend the knee and just gently lift up and down a few times. That's sort of level 1. Or you can have the legs straight and floating up and down. Those of you that are up for it, take the head and shoulders off the floor and we're floating up and down. Keep the belly sucking in towards the spine. Lovely long leg. And release. Okay, rolling back down, take the knees out to the side and then you can pull them in towards your body. Just take a moment, make sure your shoulders are tucked under. Okay, now take one foot back on the floor, then the second foot back on the floor. Walk your feet away slightly. And we're going to do what's called one leg stretch. I'll start off with the left leg. So basically, we're just sliding one leg along the floor and sliding it back. Now, what you have to do is think about almost like as if you're a hovercraft. So your foot does still touch the floor as you slide, but you're not giving any weight to the floor. So you have to really suck and hollow, sliding. Now that's level 1, so just carry on with that. Those of you that are happy with that, we can do that with the leg up in our tabletop position. So this is level 2. Keep the ribs down towards the floor. Scoop and hollow. Breathing. Breathing. Really feel that lower abdominal working. You can see a little baby jumping around. Scoop and hollow, scoop and hollow, lovely. And then we'll take that leg down, bring the feet back to center, bring the body back to center, and then right leg, scoop and hollow. So you're not putting any weight down on your right foot, you're really drawing your belly in and up, you're keeping your rib cage down. Yeah, sliding your leg along the floor, and then if that's fine for you, we're going into tabletop, and we're going to slide the leg from tabletop, scoop and hollow. Now actively feel that lower abdominal muscles drawing in and up. Breathing. Shoulders away from the ear. Breathing. Looking up towards the ceiling. Scoop and hollow. Rib cage connecting to the spine. Great. And then release. So we'll take that leg back down. Now, if that felt, you know, like you were getting a workout, just repeat the same thing. So start off with one leg sliding along the floor. Those of you that want to go up to the third level, take your right leg up into tabletop. Take your left leg up to tabletop. Now, are you maintaining your scoop and hollow? Check that you are. If you find that you're pushing your belly forward, then you need to go back down and start off with level 1, and you can do level 2, but don't do level 3. If you're doing level 3, both legs up, and we're going to stretch through the one leg and bring it back. Stretch through the other leg, bring it back. Good, lovely. Okay, now if that's okay, we'll do level 4, add to that, bring the shoulders and head off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's do 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a little rest. Yeah, Kirsten, are you making sure that you can keep that belly drawing in? That's quite an intense position. So don't do it if you're sticking your tummy out. You've got to make sure that lower abdomen stays in and up. Right, we're going to do that again. So change leg. If you were doing with the one leg, we're changing leg. Otherwise, coming up to level 3, and then adding on to that level 4. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Keep your belly scooped. And hollow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep going. 10, 11, 12. Scoop. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, and release. Lovely, and then just stretch the arms and legs. Not exactly a pregnancy class, because okay. Lovely. Now from there, let's just roll onto one side. First of all, before you do that, just feel the length that you get lying on your back, and then when you rotate round, see if you can keep that length. You want to have your left hand in line with your waist, with your side of your body. Bring your feet and check that you've got a little gap here. So make sure that your feet, when you look down, you can see your feet. So you want to bring them forward enough that you're not making a banana shape. Okay, so waist lifting. So this is level 1, is keeping the bottom leg on the floor. And you can actually have your hand on the floor. Level 2, you take the hand off the floor. Level 3, both legs lifting off the floor to begin with. And then bring the arm up. And then go. Now that, when you do that, if you can keep both legs scooped, obviously, Vico, for you, you can just bend your bottom leg and then just lift your top leg. Yeah, you can stop. You can think about lifting through the waist. So those of us that have got both legs off the floor, keep going. Scoop and hollow, shoulders away from the ears. Breathing. Now, make sure that when you lift, you draw the belly in and up. Draw the belly in and up. Don't lift with your belly sticking out. 3 more. 1, 1, 2. Drawing the belly in and up. 3, and 1 down. Good. And then release. Just relax for a moment. Okay, so we can bend our knees. So our heels are just behind our back. And we're going to squeeze the heels together. Keep that little lower waist lifting. And then as we squeeze the heels, we can let the knees open. That's fine. So you should feel just a gentle, that should be fine for you, Vico. You should feel a gentle lower abdominal activation there. Keep that waist lifting. Squeeze the heels. So don't lift from the knee, lift from the heels. Bring your knees up a little bit. Trish, just pull your knees up towards your chest a wee bit more. You might feel that in the hip. 3 more. Good. And then just relax, let everything collapse. You should feel a difference from when you relax to when you're working. If you're working or think you're working and then I say relax and nothing happens, nothing shifts, then you haven't been lifting. So we're going to have our blocks now. So we're putting a little stack in front of us so that when we bend our knee, we've got the knee resting on to something. Ideally, you want your knee at the same height as your hip. And you want to have your ankle in line with your knee. And then we're going to just straighten that bottom leg. And then when you're ready, off we go. We're going to stretch and lift that bottom leg. Stretch and lower. Yeah, get another pillow for under. Can you put your arm out, Vico, so you have your pillow between your upper arm and your ear. And that way you're getting a nice little stretch through your shoulders. Yeah, that's it. Okay, long leg. Now, it's not as easy as you think, just to lengthen. Sometimes when people lift that bottom leg without realizing it, they're bending the knee. So really think about lengthening through that bottom leg. Now, those of you that are feeling quite fine with that, we're going to take that into a rotation. Don't do the rotation in a hurry because it's not as easy to do. You want to keep your leg stretched as you rotate and really work to get that up inhalation. So you're using the core to do all that. Lovely. And then we're going to change direction. So don't worry about the rotation. Stay in level 1. Just work for a nice lift. Keep that lower waist lifting. If we're doing the rotations, we're changing our direction. Scoop and hollow. Scoop and hollow. Scoop and hollow. Lovely. Lovely. And release. Great, and relax. Okay. So we're going to roll onto our tummies now, but for Vico, what you can do is stay on your side, just catch your top knee, and we're just going to think about getting a nice stretch through the front of the thigh. But as you do that, keep your knees close together, yeah, and keep the lift through that lower tummy, through the lower, yeah. The rest of us, we're rolling onto our tummies. Now let's have our feet together, squeeze our feet together, and we're going to bring the forearms on the floor. Shoulders away from the air, and then we're just going to look to the right, back to center, look to the left, back to center. Keep your belly drawing in and up, so you're not pushing your belly down, you're also drawing away from the ears. Turning the head from side to side. Okay. And then if that's okay for you, you can push with your hands to come up. Keep the feet together. Now start off with the elbows out to the side and then roll your elbows in, and then again we're going to look over our right shoulder, over our left shoulder, back to center. Lovely, and then we're going to roll down. So just take a moment, rolling down. So we're going to switch our sides. So I'm going to turn around so I can still see you. So this time we're stretching out the right arm. Bring the ear on top of your cushion. Hinge forward with your feet, so when you look down you can see your toes. Lift that lower waist. Level one, keep your bottom foot on the ground, or indeed you can bend the bottom knee and just lift one leg. Keep your belly lift, keep your lower side lifting. You can use your hand on the floor if you need. Level two, bottom leg stays down. Level three, we're taking both legs off the floor and we're just going to lift by floating up. That's it. Keep it nice and smooth, Ruth. So we want everything really smooth. Keep your belly scooping and holding. Breathing. Nice. Shoulders away from the ear. So that bottom leg just stays where it is, Ruth. Just let the bottom leg float off the floor, and then you lift the top leg away from that bottom leg and then just bring it back. 3 more. 1, 1. Keep the waist lifting, scoop and hollow. 2, 2, 3, 3. Great. And then relax. Gonna bend the knees. If you like to have a cushion under you, between your knees, Vico, if that helps when you've got your knees, when you're in that position. Okay, so we've got our heels together and we're going to lift that lower waist, squeeze the heels, let the knees open, shoulders away from the ears, or you can have the hands on the hip or the hands on the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. So you can put more into it. It's almost like a bellow action. Can you really push the belly in and up? You can let it go. Lift that lower waist. Push that belly in and up. Nice, and then just relax. Okay, so you need your blocks now in front of your top leg. You're going to bend the knee and place the knee on the floor. So we've got a nice straight line, knee to hip and ankle to knee. Now, lifting that lower waist, off we go, stretch and lift, stretch and lower. If you like, you can have the hand up. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Lovely. So that's level one. Now, if you want to, oops, put my chair in the way. If you want to take it up a level, off we go, making circles. And you can just see how wide you can make the circles, how high you can lift them, how far back you can risk taking that leg. You have everything really long, change direction of your circle. Very nice. Just keep going up and down if you like that. When notice as you lift up, keeping your leg really straight, you're going to feel that in the inner thigh. Brilliant. 2 more. 1. Keep your scoop and haul. 2. 2. Lovely. And just relax. And we'll just bring the knees up. Put something in between your knees if that's more comfortable. And just relax for a moment. And then, actually, Vico, you better do your other side with your knee stretch. You can all do this if you like. Just catch your foot and you can have that little stretch. So bringing your heel towards your bottom and just sending the knee back. Opening the chin. Nice. And then release. Okay, so from there, we're coming up into sitting. So if you are Vico, you're going to, or if you're pregnant at this point in time, you're going to sit like this against the wall. Get yourself really comfortable, get a support behind your back, use your sofa, Vico, if you like. So you're just going to sit like that. And then, Vico, you can also do some arm work from there, yeah? Can you see me? So you can practice raising your arms. But the rest of us are going to, well, that's your option. We're going to sit, turn this way for a change. Right, okay, so we're going to sit like this with the soles of the feet on the floor. And we're going to just catch our knees and just lean back slightly. And then see if you can balance. Yeah, just do one arm at a time, Vico. Don't stress yourself. Make sure you've got real nice support for your back and really comfortable. Get up, get enough height, and then just do it like that. But one arm up like that, Vico, and then down. So a bit nice and easy. Yeah, do it like coming forward. Okay, the rest of us can do that too. Okay, so one arm up, balance. Good, and then both hands on the knees, the other arm up. Notice how you have to really work. See if you can get a little bit of height through your spine. Lovely. Again, one arm up, get as much height through the spine as you can. Can you get more height? Ruth, lean back a little bit, bring your tummy forward. Second arm, and then see if you can do both arms, both feet off the floor. Lovely. And release. Yeah, that's nice, Vico, exactly, do something. Okay, from there, go back to our start position. We're going to stretch through one leg. And then hold both knees again, stretch through the other leg. Shoulders away from the ears. And then stretch through both legs. If you can. That's obviously level 3. Keep your scoop and hollow. And then catch the knee and relax. Yep, nice. Yeah, that's nice, Kirsten. And you build it up. That's great. So obviously level 1 is just getting your feet off the floor. Level 2 is stretching one leg. Level 3 is stretching both legs. So there's no rush for that. Okay, let's just sit now for a moment with the legs crossed. Let's get a nice straight spine. And to get as much height as we can. So we're going to need our weights if you've got them. So you don't need to do this with weights, you can do it without weights. So what I'd like you to think about is rolling your shoulders back and down and bringing the back of the waist back. So your ribs are aligned with the pelvic basin, rib cage pointing down to the pelvic basin, so we're not sticking our ribs out like this, we're not flaring our ribs. Keep the ribs pointing down to the pelvic basin. Right, taking our belts, so let's roll our shoulders back and down. So what I'd like you to do is just get your elbows in line with your shoulders. Keeping that height. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing. Making sure you're not going to punch anybody. We're going to just open out. Sorry, there's a couple here that are about to punch each other. Okay, and then bring your weights back. Exhale. Open. So when you open, you have your palms facing up to the ceiling, and then close. Open. See if you can feel as you do that. Let's involve the body a little bit. So actively open, lift, and then you can slightly curl up to close. Actively open, lift. Feel that pelvic floor lifting. Nice. And then just relax for a moment. So, just watching a couple biffing each other as they open their arms. You have to take your amusements where you can in this pandemic, don't you? Right, okay, so again, we're taking our elbows up. This time, we want to have the wrists over the elbows, and your elbows might want to come forward, but see if you can bring your elbows back as much as you can, but take your wrists, just check your wrists are actually still over your elbows. Drop your shoulders. So that's actually already quite a lot of work in the upper back. Then imagine your weights are twice as heavy. We're going to push up as if it was a bar. And down. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Push up. Feel that activation through the core. And down. So even if you don't have weights, you can imagine them. And down. Keep these elbows back. Lifting up. Feel the stretch through the body. Shoulders down. 1, up and down. Let's do 4 more. Up and down. Scoop and hollow. Feel that the sides of your waist elongating. I can't remember which one we're on now. Let's do that's 3. 1 more. And 4. Hold. Shoulders down. Hold the lift. Take the hands back behind you if you can. And then release. Good. And then just release. So ease out the shoulders a little bit. And make sure that you're sitting comfortably. If you find that you're under stress as you're sitting, then you want to pop your bottom up a little bit higher to take any strain off you. You can also prop something under your knees if your knees feel uncomfortable. Right, picking up our weights again. Rolling our shoulders back and down. Get a nice straight position. Breathing. Right, we're going to take our arms out to the side, and I want you to think about your shoulder blades. So just push your shoulder blades together. So you're just slightly taking your hands back. And feel how that your shoulder blades are rotating in towards each other. And then we're going to do some little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Ruth, try and have longer arms. You've actually got really long arms, Ruth. Did you know that? Can you make your arms longer? And yeah, okay. So not quite. Don't straighten the elbows, but just a slight softness. Yeah, that's it. And then change direction. So again, we're looking to get the arms going back. So we're taking that into the shoulders. Now activate your core. Work from the core. Breathing. 3 more. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Whoa, good. And release. So hopefully you'll feel that. Obviously, you feel it more if you work with the weights. And then we're just going to swap the way we've got our legs, bringing the other foot in front. Right, both hands on the knees, sliding the right, push the right hand against the right knee, and then we're going to lift and rotate to the left. Take the lower abdomen in and up. Breathing. And relax, back to center. Ah, that's look nice, Ruth, yeah. Okay, now left hand against left knee, get the lift up through the spine and rotate to the right. Shoulders rolling back and down. Yeah, Nico, don't do that with your hand. Just keep it on the same side and push against. Yeah, that's it. So get your lift as much as you can. So you can keep going. So with your left hand on the left knee, really push the hand against the knee to turn you more to the right. So have your wrist a little bit forward, Vico. So like use your wrist to push against, that's it, yeah. The side of your wrist. Yeah, rotate your arm a little bit, Vico, so you're using the side of your hand to push against your knee. So your palm faces in toward your foot. And then, that's it. Lovely. And then release. Okay, back to center. Getting our height. Okay, I want to try a roll down now. So this is not suitable for pregnant people. So Vico, if you just find something to do that you enjoy, maybe what might be nice if you go into this position and then just lean forward, you can have your knees wide and lean forward onto your arm, onto your sofa behind you. So what the rest of us are doing, we're going to start off in this position that we were in before, and we're going to do a roll down. So we're going to start off just with the hands under the fingers, and then what we're going to do is make a C shape with our spine. We're just going to roll down and then roll back up again. When we roll up, we get a lovely straight back, and then we're making a rounded back. Come down, hold, and then come back up, straighten the spine. That's it. Now, if you find it that's okay, you can keep going. Some of you can get all the way to the floor, and then roll back up. So we're going to scoop and hollow, take the arms over the head, exhale, rolling back up. So that's quite hard to do. Whoops. So don't worry if you can't do it. I don't know where my belt's gone. You can use your belt to get down and then push up with your belt. So let's, whichever level you're on, we're going to do. Oh dear, Rams climbing all over his mum. That looks quite comfortable. So off we go. 1, arms over the head, coming back. So that is level 3. You can keep your knees slightly bent. Oops, up. And what you can do if you find that getting all the way down is challenging a bit much, you can have a block. So when you land on your block, whoops, you can stop and come back. And let's see if I can make this work. Actually, that's not really working for me. So roll down to where you can, and then roll back up. Roll down to where you can, and then roll back up. Roll down to where you can, roll back up. Lovely. If you can, straight arms. And coming up. Whoa, yeah, I have practice with that. Good, and then release. Yeah, the thing about these muscles is if you don't practice, they definitely forget what to do, don't they? Good, lovely. Okay, so from there, let's go on to our hands and knees. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're just going to stretch that right leg and lift. Bend the knee and then see if you can lift the knee. And then straighten the leg. Come back down. Stretch left leg, lift, bend the knee, lift, drop the knee, straighten the leg and back. Straight leg, lift, bend, lift, down, straighten and back. Straight leg, up, bend, lift, down, straighten and back. Straighten, up, bend, lift. And notice once you've bent your knee and you do that little extra lift, notice how you have to really draw your belly in towards the spine in order to do that. If you find that a little bit different, oh yes, okay, that's fine. Lovely. Straight. Good. Nice. And then lovely. Now, kneeling, just take the right leg along the floor, bring your left hand in front of you, lift up that right leg, lift up the left hand, hold, draw your belly in and up, hold shoulders in the ears, and change side. So stretch out your left leg, your right arm, lift. Shoulders away from the ears. And release. Lovely. And then we'll just go into pose of the child. So we're leaning back. We can land on our chair. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to just do another kneeling, from kneeling, a little dip. So I'd like you to take your shoulders over your wrists, palms forward, engage your core, and then we're going to bend, let the elbows bend out to the side. See if you can just dip your nose down towards the floor and then come up. Elbows out to the side, dip your nose down and come up. Elbows out to the side, dip your nose down and come up. Nice. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to rotate our elbows so that when they bend back behind us. And then dip down and up. Two more. Good, well done. Lovely. Okay, so lovely. Fine. Right, okay, let's think. Yeah, we'll use our chair. So if we bring our feet up onto our chair, calves on the chair. Now, if you need something under your head, then put that under now. And then we're going to just let our right ankle come in front of our left knee. Take the arms wide. And let your tailbone move down towards the floor so that you feel that right glute stretch. Breathing. Keep the chest open, the arms out to the side, nape of the neck long. Okay, and then both feet back on the chair, and we'll swap legs. So this time it's the left ankle in front of the right knee. Shoulders away from the ears. Just thinking about the base of the spine, just don't let it roll up from the floor, but rather bring it down towards the floor, and that way you keep neutral spine and you also feel more action going on in that left glute. Breathing, softening into that stretch, letting everything else relax that's not involved in that stretch. Okay, and then release. Now we're going to take the right knee over the left knee and just let your knees go over to the left. You can keep one foot on the chair if that is comfortable for you. And then we're keeping our right shoulder down on the floor. Yeah, get your knees a bit higher there, Vico, be more comfortable. So we're looking in this position to be able to really breathe into the belly. Lovely. And then coming back to our neutral, crossing left knee over right, and then we can just let the knees, just let them go over to the right, but just make sure you keep your left shoulder down. You can use your chair so you can just get enough of a stretch, but a supported stretch. And notice if there's an area of your body that's kind of going, I could just do with releasing here. So we're not forcing it, but we're just giving it a little bit of space, a little bit of support to just relax. Using that inhalation to fill the belly and the exhalation to soften and dissolve any tension that is ready to go. Nice. And then from there, we're going to just do a little bit of relaxation. So you can do that with your legs, your calves up on the chair, if that feels comfortable for you. Making sure your body's in a straight line, or you can have your legs out. Take the arms out to the side, palms facing up. Let your fingers curl. Backs of the hands on the floor. Breathing. Just notice how as you breathe in, the breath can really go right into the belly, making the belly swell. And then as you exhale, notice the belly just settling back down. See if you can relax from the backs of the shoulders by just letting the weight settle a little bit more into the floor. And then just before we get ready to bring our awareness back to the body, just think about what stress or strain or little ache you can just actually leave on the floor that you don't have to take with you. So we just take a deep breath and exhale, just shake off anything you just want to not. And then we're going to open our eyes and just move the fingers and toes, stretch the arms and legs. And just have a big stretch before we come into our sitting position. Taking your time. And then finding a comfortable sitting position. Let's just do a few little head rolls here. So we're going from one side to the other, dropping the chin down, and then lifting up to the side, drop down, to the side, up. So don't worry about, don't throw the head back, just keep the stretch more from side to side and up, and then changing direction. So up, chin to chest. Okay, and then we're going to join the arm, let the right arm roll up, follow it, and down. Nice soft shoulder and arm, lovely. And then we'll go the other way, let the arm, left arm, up and over. Sweep it forward, up, to the side. Nice, lovely. And then both arms up, lifting up and around. Lifting up, good, nice, and change direction. So just, you can go up on a chair if that's uncomfortable on your back. And then just take a moment, reaching up, leaning back. And release. Lovely. Nice, that stretch, lovely. Good, okay. Lovely. Thank you.